Back in the 1970s, the United States built a fighter so powerful that enemies were too afraid to even challenge it. And that was only the beginning. Today, the US Air Force controls more than 1,600 jets across the world, but only 5 are called the most deadly. Imagine being a rival pilot. One small mistake, and your aircraft is destroyed before you even see the American jet. But here's the question. Out of all these machines, which 5 truly rule the skies in 2025? From giant carriers in the Red Sea, to patrols over Europe, to stealth missions deep in the Pacific, the United States owns the air. And you, yes, you, whether in Asia, Europe, or the Middle East, these jets already fly above your skies. In the next minutes, you will see the countdown of the top 5 deadliest US fighter jets, ranked for air superiority, and stay until the end. Because the ¡1 jet does not only fight wars, it changes the future of air combat forever. Let's start with number 55 FA-18EF Super Hornet. The year is 1999. The US Navy launches a new fighter into the skies, a jet built not just for speed, but for the sea. This is the FA-18EF Super Hornet, the backbone of America's mighty carriers. A fighter that can take off from a moving ship and strike deep into enemy land. Its power goes beyond combat. The Super Hornet can refuel other jets in midair, keeping the fleet alive in the sky. From the Persian Gulf to Iraq, from the skies of Afghanistan to the Red Sea, this fighter has written its name into war history. Even after 2 decades, the Super Hornet is not retiring. With the Block 3 upgrade, it is being sharpened to fly into the 2040s. New radars, new screens, and stealthier designs make it ready for the next war. Think about that. One jet extending US dominance across every ocean. A guardian that follows the carriers, making sure no enemy ship or fighter comes close. But here's the question. If the Super Hornet is the guardian, what fighter carries so many weapons that NATO calls it a flying missile truck? Number 4. F-15X Eagle II. The year is 2021. A legend from the 1970s returns, reborn for a new era. The F-15 Eagle, once the king of the skies, is now transformed into something even more terrifying. Meet the F-15X Eagle II. Not just a fighter, but the world's most advanced missile truck. The Eagle II can carry 29,500 pounds of deadly weapons, hypersonic missiles, precision bombs, and long-range standoff strikes. Imagine this, one single Eagle II in the air, unleashing more firepower than an entire squadron of older jets. In 2025, the first Eagle IIs were delivered to the Oregon National Guard, and the Pentagon is not stopping there. The fleet is expanding because this fighter gives America a level of destruction no rival can match. The Eagle II is not the fastest, not the stealthiest, but no other fighter in the world can carry this much power into a single mission. It is a hammer, designed to crush targets from safe distance, before the enemy even dares to look up. For rivals, the sight of an Eagle II means skies filled with incoming missiles, and no chance to survive. But here's the tension. If payload makes the Eagle II terrifying, what fighter still rules the skies as the true air superiority master? Number 3. F-22. A Raptor. The year is 2005. For the first time in history, the world sees a true 5th-generation fighter, the F-22 Raptor. A machine so advanced, it didn't just enter the skies, it owned them. The Raptor carries stealth so powerful, radars see nothing but empty air. It can supercruise at Mach 1.5, flying faster than sound, without burning fuel in afterburners. Its thrust-vectoring engines bend the air itself, letting it twist, flip, and turn tighter than any fighter alive. But here's the depth. Only 183 Raptors were ever built. Each one so rare, the Pentagon treats it like a priceless treasure. To lose one would be like losing a crown jewel. The Raptor doesn't just fight, it acts as a quarterback in the sky. While other jets search, the Raptor already knows. It guides allies, marks targets, and chooses when to strike. It is a hunter, a leader, and a ghost, all in one machine. Its combat record, flawless. In the skies over Syria, Russian jets once circled below. They never saw the Raptor above them. When they finally realized, it was already gone, vanishing back into the clouds. Even now in 2025, 2 decades later, the Raptor is still the gold standard. Every rival jet, every so-called future design, is compared against this one. The world asks the same question: can it match the Raptor? But here's the tension. If the Raptor is the master of the skies, what jet has fought more wars, flown more missions, and still refuses to retire? Number 2. F-16 Fighting Falcon. The year is 1979. A new jet rolls out of American hangars. Sleek, fast, deadly. It is the F-16 Fighting Falcon. This fighter is not just another aircraft. It is the jet that carried America through decades of wars. From the Gulf War of 1991, to the sands of Iraq, to the mountains of Afghanistan, to missions across the Middle East and Europe, the Falcon has flown, fought, and proven itself everywhere. By 2025, more than 760 Falcons still fly with the U.S. Air Force. And worldwide, over 3,000 Falcons protect the skies of 25 nations. No American fighter has been tested, trusted, and battle-proven more than this one. Picture this: a squadron of Falcons roars across the sky, bombs locked under its wings, missiles gleaming on its rails, engines thundering over land and sea. It is the workhorse of the American arsenal, a jet built not just for a single war, but for every battlefield. And even after 46 years, the Falcon refuses to die. It is still being built today. Nearly 48 new jets every year roll off the line. And these are not old designs. They now carry ASA radars, advanced targeting pods, digital cockpits, and stealth-inspired upgrades, turning an old warrior into a modern killer. For American pilots, the Falcon is the bird that carried them safely home. For allies, it is the fighter that gave them strength in times of fear. For enemies, it is the jet they most often see, and the one they fear the most. Even in 2025, the Falcon still soars beside America's newest stealth jets. It is living proof that sometimes endurance is the deadliest weapon of all. But if the Falcon is America's past and present, what jet is its unstoppable future? Finally, number 1. F-35 Lightning II. The year is 2015. A new fighter takes to the skies the world watches. America calls it the F-35 Lightning II. It is not just one jet, it is 3. The F-35A for the Air Force, the F-35B for the Marines, the F-35C for the Navy. One design, 3 branches, one unstoppable future. By 2025, more than 300 F-35s already fly with U.S. forces. And every year, nearly 150 more roll out of factories. A wave of stealth fighters flooding the world's skies. But what makes the F-35 truly terrifying is not just its shape. It is a flying supercomputer. Its sensors see hundreds of miles in every direction. Its systems fuse radar, cameras, satellites, creating a vision so sharp pilots call it supernatural awareness. It can see enemies long before enemies ever see it, and then strike with deadly precision. In 2025, the F-35C proved its worth in the Red Sea. Launched from carriers, it hunted down drones, cutting them from the sky like ghosts striking in the dark. It was the first time America's newest stealth jet tasted real combat, and it won. But this jet is not only for America. Allies from Britain to Japan fly it too. Together, hundreds of F-35s link as one network, a digital air force stretching across the globe. For rivals, it means any fight is not just against one jet. It is against a swarm of invisible hunters. By 2030, over 1,000 F-35s will fly worldwide, not just as fighters, but as commanders, scouts, strike leaders, and data kings. The F-35 is not simply an aircraft. It is the future of air warfare. But here's the hidden truth. If this jet is so powerful, why does America still need all 5 fighters, not just one? The truth is, this ranking is not just about speed, stealth, or firepower. It is about roles. The F/A-18 Super Hornet rules the oceans. It launches from carriers. It defends fleets. It keeps America's Navy strong across every sea. The F-15 X-Eagle II is the payload king. It carries more weapons than any other fighter. It can unleash destruction from long range. It is America's flying missile truck. The F-22 Raptor is pure air dominance, invisible on radar, faster than rivals, able to strike before enemies even know it is there. It is the master of the skies. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is the reliable warrior. It has fought for decades. It has flown in every war since the 1980s. It still upgrades, still proves itself. It is America's enduring blade. And then, the F-35 Lightning II, the Future Network, a jet that does more than fly. It connects satellites, drones, ships, and other fighters. It is the digital brain of air warfare. Alone, each jet is deadly. Together, they are unstoppable. A carrier guardian, a missile truck, an air master, a proven warrior, and a supercomputer in the sky. This mix cannot be copied. Russia has stealth, but not numbers. China has numbers, but not trust from allies. No rival has all 5 roles covered. That is America's hidden strength. And that is why in 2025, the US does not just defend its skies. It reshapes the global battlefield. But the question remains, how do these 5 jets, working together, change the future of war itself? By 2025, American jets are not just flying over US soil. They are patrolling skies across more than 80 countries, from Europe to the Pacific, from the Middle East to the Arctic. America's reach is everywhere. This global presence forces rivals to react. Russia pushes its Su-57 stealth fighter. China races with its J-20 and now its J-36. Even Europe invests billions in the Future Combat Air System. None of them match America's 5-layered fleet. The Super Hornet rules the seas. The F-15X rules payload strikes. The F-22 rules air dominance. The F-16 proves reliability. The F-35 commands the network. Together, they create a net of power no rival can escape. For Moscow, the challenge is technology gaps. For Beijing, the challenge is time. Both remain one step behind. Every time a rival unveils something new, America already has a jet to counter it. This creates a kind of arms race trap. Others spend more, others rush harder, yet America stays in front. The world sees the result in 2025. Carriers in the Red Sea launch Super Hornets. Patrols over Europe showcase F-35s. Exercises in the Pacific put the F-22 and F-15EX side by side. And everywhere, the F-16 still flies, reminding allies of US strength. This is not just about jets. It is about assurance. Allies trust it, rivals fear it, and the balance of power bends around it. But here's the deeper truth. What is the ultimate realization behind this ranking? This story was never about 5 jets alone. It is about something bigger, an entire ecosystem of dominance. Think of it this way. A Super Hornet may launch from a carrier in the Red Sea. An F-15X may strike with hypersonic missiles from the US mainland. An F-22 may patrol over the Pacific skies. An F-16 may guard allies in Eastern Europe. An F-35 may command them all through its digital network. Together, they are not just aircraft. They are an unseen shield. A shield made of pilots, carriers, bases, and satellites stretched across the globe. A shield that means wherever trouble rises, America already has a fighter in place. Rivals look at these jets and see machines, but America looks at them and sees networks of power. Every fighter connects to another. Every base connects to the fleet. Every pilot connects to the mission. This is why the fear runs deeper. The deadliest truth is not which jet is number 1. The deadliest truth is how they all combine, like pieces of a puzzle that lock into one global picture. America's fighters are more than machines. They are symbols of power. This ranking tells a story of how one nation built not just jets, but a shield that stretches across oceans, deserts, and skies. It shows why rivals stay cautious and why allies stay confident. Every fighter in the top 5 carries its own legacy. Together, they form a force no rival can match. But here's where you come in. Which of these fighters do you believe is the deadliest? And could any foreign jet, Russia's Su-57, China's J-20, or even the upcoming J-36, ever truly challenge this dominance? This is not just history. It is the future of air combat. and the skies are the stage where the next chapter of power will be written. Subscribe for more world-shaping military deep dives. Because the more you know, the clearer you see the battles that may define tomorrow.